today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Colts heading out for the first time behind their 22-year-old quarterback in his 2nd season now in the NFL, Anthony Richardson.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Richardson going right to the air. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts' first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. On the draw is Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Dolphins very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Miami defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Richardson looking to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, You might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Woods. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Up the middle, here's Sermon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
First and 10, it's Richardson. And going right back to Pittman. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Richardson yet again. A short one there, caught by Granson. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to the air with Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. Goes right back to Smith again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Richardson now on 2nd down. Complete. This is Mitchell. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's to the new Dolphin. It's Odell Beckham Jr. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown reception. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. It's C.J. Stroud with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London, where it was the Jags serving as the home team who were able to come away with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just one game coming in. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. They'll run right side with Mostert. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And, oh, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll send Mitchell in motion right. Richardson now going to fake the jet sweep, and he'll throw off play action. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly. Get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. Ball on the 39. Here's second and a couple. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Richardson to the air on first down. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
That's complete. What a grab by Hill. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. A good pickup there, a 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a give to Mostert running right. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, Not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Again, it's Taylor. And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now 1st and goal. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Here's Tua. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
Into the hands of Beckham, and he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Tua. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. This is 1st and 10. Tua. Over the middle to Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Here's 1st down. Tua. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
It's caught. Beckham. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's 1st and goal. Tua to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Now Tua. And he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football. And they remain down by a point.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as one on this one. And 1 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for 2 there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, They were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.